I thought folks might be interested in seeing a very old revolver in action shooting different loads. This is the revolver I'm talking about. The story behind me getting this little revolver is that my great-grandfather in the late 1800s had one of these in Catskill, New York. He used the revolver to ward off varmints that were attacking his chickens. So I thought it might be a nice idea to have one and play around with it. I first shot the revolver with some black powder loads, and it puts off quite a show of sparks and flame out the muzzle. The gun is an Iver Johnson American Bulldog double action revolver in 32 Smith Wesson caliber, sometimes referred to as 32 Smith Wesson short. It was made again between 1888 and 1890. It was meant for black powder loads. The smokeless versions of this didn't come into existence until about 1910. As you can see, it's a free spinning cylinder, pretty typical of revolvers at that time. It's got the hard rubber grips on it with the owl holding 4 arrows. There are different grip designs that determine when the revolver was made. The inscription, if you can see it, on top of the barrel says American Bulldog. The earlier version had the inscription on the top strap. So this is a second model, second variation revolver. And it has a half cock notch there. And it can be used in single action mode or in double action mode. So we'll shoot it and show you what it's all about. Since this gun was made between 1888 and 1890, it's really only meant to be used with black powder cartridges. So black powder cartridges are difficult to find in this caliber, so I had to go about setting to reload my own. I got a set of dies from Lee Precision in 32 Smith & Wesson and decided to use black powder, GoX FFFg black powder. All the research I've done said that you basically put enough black powder in the case to leave just enough room for the bullet to be seated. You basically fill the case with black powder. And that worked out using the Lee powder dippers to a 0.3 cc dipper. And as you can see, that's not very much black powder, but it gets the job done. And then I got some 32 caliber 79 grain lead round nose bullets here and made up some cartridges for the gun here. I also wanted to try out 2 black powder substitutes to see how that powder reacted in the cartridges. This is clean shot powder. It's a sugar-based black powder substitute. It's no longer made, but I have nearly a full pound of it, so it'll last quite a while. And then, of course, using Pyrodex replica black powder in P grade, which is still available. The research I did online said that you can use Bullseye smokeless powder to reload these cartridges, and the idea was to use about 1 grain of the Bullseye powder. That load would probably be less powerful than either of these loads, but you've got to be careful because the smokeless powder has a different pressure curve than the black powder substitutes. So you got to err on the side of caution there. And what I did there is made a little powder dipper using a 22 cartridge case, and I just kept cutting it off and weighing the charges until it calibrated at throwing 1 grain of Bullseye powder. So in this video, I'm going to show you, you're going to see what the shots look like as far as the muzzle blast and the sound of the cartridges going off in the .32 caliber Smith & Wesson.
Small. One side is small. Yeah.